Rahim. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Habibullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Habibullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulullah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Sayyidi ya Habibullah. मेरे प्यारे भाइयों बहनों अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू. My dear brothers and sisters, my sincere salams go out to you on behalf of my father, on behalf of his family, for those that you have participated today and have been participating since his passing away 40 days ago. I have lived most of my life in Cardiff, and I have grown up in many of the aunties and uncles that are present here, and we have shared very, very good times in Cardiff as a community, and in one sense, the way I've seen it and categorized it is as a family. And ultimately, as I'm talking to you now, I could feel my father, Abdul Ghaffar Sahib, in this particular mosque, standing either in the front row or in the second row on each and every namaz that he had attended in this building. And I missed him so much because it was a Mehfil Milad Khatam on his behalf on Thursday, and all the dear brothers and sisters who had attended on Thursday, I was having to stand by the front door and stand in this hall, and I was having to meet each and every one of the persons who had attended. And I felt a big, as they say, a lacuna, a gap in my life at that stage, where my father would hug and greet and salam everyone and welcome everyone to a mehfil whenever it took place. And my dear brothers and sisters, as I'm talking to you, I feel the very same thing as I am sitting on this chair and making a very short speech on behalf of the family. That he would move around in the hall and he would speak to each and every one of you, whether you were older to him, whether you were of his age, whether you were younger to him, whether you were his children's age or grandchildren's age. He would treat each and every one of you in the same manner. My dear brothers and sisters, on his behalf, I spoke yesterday in London. It was a Mehfil Milad for him in London. I spoke yesterday about the timing and when a person passes away. Now, we've had quite a number of deaths in Cardiff. We, as a family, have had a number of deaths. And when a death occurs, generally, it makes you reflect about one's life or your life. Certainly, I've had reflections in relation to my life. And the reflections that really have an impact upon us is our Iman as strong as Allah Kareem would like it to be? And is our Iman taking us or preparing us for the life that is to come in the hereafter? And one or two things that really enter my mind, and quite a few brothers have been sending a message, and I spoke, and it's still on my heart, in my mind. Uncle Raja Manzoor's son, Amjad Sahib, he keeps sending on every Friday some sayings of the Prophet and some Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and some general du'as, just as a reminder, and that is, in my own way, that is his charity towards all of us, in terms of reminding us, and in the way that we should be, or ought to be, conducting our lives. And some of the things that he mentioned on the last Friday was this: that we all strive for the strengthening of our Iman. And we all should be striving for the rahmat and the blessings of Allah Kareem. And we all should be striving to maintain or keep possession of our souls until Allah Kareem is best pleased with us, and is best pleased to the extent that He finds the timing of the departure of our souls from within our bodies. He also reminded me of this, that we always pray and request for a good ending from the bridge that we're on and the earth that we're on, from here to the hereafter. He also reminded me of the fact that we all should be considering the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the zikr of Allah Kareem, whilst we're asleep, so that our heart beats that zikr for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah, not only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also Rasul Pak sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the success that we are to achieve in this life and in the hereafter. And my dear brothers and sisters, I can carry on and give you a sermon, and I'm sure you've heard quite a lot before I arrived. But in saying that, please, reflect upon when somebody passes away, and reflect upon not only what we have achieved in terms of dunya, but also in terms of how we are preparing ourselves for the hereafter. Because time is very short, and life is very short. And I said on the day of the janazah that 42 years of my life have passed, and I can tell you, my dear brothers and sisters, those 42 years have gone very, very quickly. I'll end by saying, with what I've been talking about, and with a short prayer, that not only that we request that Allah Kareem makes us successful in this life and the hereafter, but also protects us from the fire of hell, protects us from the punishment of the grave, and the most merciful, the most Rahim, the most Rahman strengthens our Iman and directs us in the path that leads to that door that will open for us for paradise. Ameen, Summa Ameen, Summa Ameen.